Good day. Let me just very quickly. Where is it? There. Ha. Hello, hello. You were pondering about getting Necromancer's Tale once you get a new paycheck. Understandably so. The game just released yesterday, and it is quite good. We have played the demo so far. Let me just very quickly. Shit, it closes. Okay, just wanted to start a recording. Now everything's gonna great. Hello to everyone. I actually had some other things planned. That's why you can see the description of a video right now. But I just got the notification from my good friends at Psychic Software that the game released. So I wanted to like shift this a little bit more forward so we can actually play the game together. Because I definitely want to do that. I definitely want to beat like the entire thing on stream. To also like feature it in the next video. I think that's going to be really cool. And, as you can already see in the title as well, giveaway. What I just mean by that is that all of you have a chance of winning 2 copies. Not a one person winning 2 copies, but like 2 copies in total. They gave me a few codes. And as you can see in the chat, not in the video recording, but in the actual live chat on YouTube, there's this little number system that they added a while ago, the top fan system. And the persons who have a number 1 and a number 2 at the end of a stream are going to get a gift copy from me. I'm gonna send them the code through Discord. So currently it looks good. I think I have Yifon and Alec on my Discord list. Obviously also Lantern, who's currently number 1. So just so you know, try to get enough XP to maybe win the game. And our demo save file is also here. This is the last one, right? Yeah, 14 and 26, and this one is a little bit earlier. So let's just... So, what did we do last time? Was there... Oh, that's a map. Where's the journal? It's still there. That is cool. How to get a number? There should be a tutorial in the chat itself. Isn't there like for you as well, like the top fans button in the top? Just to explain it, maybe I should explain it in the beginning itself. You can become a top fan by just posting messages. Like, literally just like chatting. You get, I think, 25 XP per message. And you can get, I think, 50 to 100 if you donate money. Which I don't want you to do, obviously. Like, don't feel forced to, like, spend money. You can just, like, spam the chat, and that's also gonna give you XP. It's just, like, a little system YouTube added a while ago to, like, encourage people to, like, chat more actively. So if you're interested, just, like, spam the chat with, like, things... And the people that, like, as long as it's, like, obviously they're not real, they're just, like, button spamming. I want to, like, have actual chat conversations and shit. And the people who, in the end of the stream, are gonna be number 1 and number 2 are going to get the gift copies of me. Okay, let's look at the notes. Before anything else, I need to talk to Albrecht and my mother and learn what I can about my father's death. I remember we did something in the church last time to get something. I should find Halen, the herbalist, and ask him why he did the autopsy of my father. Yes. My father apparently died from drinking too much whiskey, yet I have never seen whiskey in the house. I should find Nikos, our ex-gardener, and discuss my father's death. I should check in with Lucas at the school to see what work he has for me. I need to follow the instructions in the book and brew some torpor potion to help my mother sleep. The recipe involves boiling nightshade flower in grease. I must also infuse a cloth with lavender and wear it as a face mask. Oh, it's the same from... Ah, I think the save I think I forgot to save when we like beat the game. Beat the demo. Does it mean we have to like brew everything again? Yeah, I have all of the things. I have a jar, I have a lavender mask, so just, yeah. This is the save that I did right before brewing. Let me look into the book then. Was it Seance? No, it was Torpor, right? Yeah, the XP gets reset every stream, so it should have, like, everybody starts from the beginning again. For resting thine enemies, be he of mortal nature, and unburdening their minds of memories undesirable. To effect the spell, intone the unholy wonder, Peter queer Ventu. Okay. Wait, what? I find this sometimes a little hard to read. I'm very bad at reading cursive. The concoction may be mixed into your target's drink and Nightshade salve. Place a pot of grease on a stove and add nightshade flowers. Heat gently and stir occasionally. After an hour, pour into a linen bag and squeeze the grease through. During preparation of the salve, bind your face, mouth and nose tightly with a lavender scented cloth to counteract the effect of a nightshade flower. It is the cursed cursive, yeah. Do you play VTM? No, I have no idea what that is, to be honest, sorry. Okay, then let's try this again. So what I need to do is, first of all, wear this on my face so that it doesn't kill me. Then let's go to the stove. Do we have a steering tool? We have a telescope and a belt buckle. Wait, where did it put the ladle? Am I blind? Didn't I take it up? Ah, there it is, the ladle. Okay, then put that in there. There, and nightshade. Then I'm gonna put the bowl here. Or maybe I probably need this pot. It makes more sense, I think. There it is, cooking pot. Stove emitted acrid fumes. I forgot how we did it last time. Do I have to like press something else? I forgot if we had to do something else after this. Do I have to also like put a linen bag in here? No, I think not. Does this maybe not count as like a stirring tool? Is that the thing? Let me just take out everything and try again from the beginning. There's a fork. Is there anything else that I could use, maybe? I totally forgot how this worked. Fuck. Give me some jars, but I have enough of those already. I have enough jars Binks with us. So this stove, that's just the same one, yeah. Let's see. Let's maybe try to, like, I'm putting the cooking pot in first. Then I'm gonna take the grease. Okay, now it was put in there. Yeah, I fucked it up because I put the pot in last on the fucking stove. Okay, and now the nightshade, and now it's cooking. Yeah, I fucked it up because I didn't put... Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Good, yeah, it makes definitely sense to put the pot on the stove before the ingredients, yes. Now I have to stir. Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Now I have a nightshade grease. Just give me the pot and my ladle back. What I now need to do is take the linen bag and this. And now I have a nightshade salve, which I can now take again and put into the potion bar. Perfect. I had the potion. Now I bring it to Albrecht. I still got it in me. I still got it in me. Maybe we should just like stop wearing the mask though. Maybe being less suspicious with a hat than a mask. Where's our boy Albrecht? Albrecht! What is that terrifying puppet over here? I hate that. Okay, let's... Where's Albrecht? My boy. Ah, there he is. How did I not see him? Albrecht.
Can I help you, my lord?
Is there anything I can help you with? I've made the torpor. With all due respect, Rise from Lower, we should test it first. This is your first time making it when we don't know if it's safe. You're right, of course, but who will we test it with? I should take some. I do remember all of this. Yeah, sure. We already saw all of that. So I'm just gonna go into my bedroom. Okay, if I was to test the potion myself, this would be the best place to do so. I drank the potion, hoping that I would not be injured in the process. My head started swimming almost immediately, so I made my way towards my bed. Didn't even manage to do that. Maybe it would have been smarter to just, like, drink it while already on the bed.
I think Yes, I can see something.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I see them too.
What? Who are you?
We three have gathered on this cold and dark morn, where the veil between worlds is thin, to call you here.
Ask them who it is. Ask if it's my cousin.
Announce myself. I am Reis von Blur von Elstrick. Are you in my family home?
Interesting. I found no records of any von Elstrick living here.
How long have you been dwelling in this place?
I've been here only recently returned.
What has you trapped here in this place?
I'm not trapped here, I chose to stay. I think he's in denial. Me? You're the ghost. He hasn't understood it yet, has he? Not yet, but he will. Give him time. A wind blew through the room then, though the doors and windows were closed. The three ghosts who stared at me, what little I could make out of their faces seemed expressionless. Man, he really thought I'm dead. Constitution decreased 2-2. Oh shit. I felt weak in a way I had never experienced before and sick to my stomach, and yet I felt that my mind has been opened to another reality. Mana increased by 1. Still, at least I knew the potion worked, though I hoped the dream was not a common side effect. I had to first find Albrecht and tell him my news. Thank you, Yifon, for your beautiful contribution. Oh shit, what the fuck? As I approached, Albrecht staggered to his feet. Albrecht, are you okay? What happened? I don't know, it's been outside assisting your mother in the garden. I came in to get her a glass of water and saw some figures searching the place. Then I heard movement behind me and felt a sudden pain in the darkness. The place has clearly been ransacked in the meantime. I'm sorry, I don't know more, Master. It's okay, I have a potion for Mother. I've tested it and it works. Let's get her to sleep and then we can assess this mess. Yes, of course. She seems to be sleeping soundly. You did it. That is good, but the ransacking of our house is concerning. Come, let's look at the mess of those thieves left behind. My god, they even ransacked your mother's room. What were they looking for and they searched here? Jewelry? Albrecht didn't sound convinced and neither was I. If all they wanted was jewelry, they have searched here and nowhere else. Let's look around. They pulled all manner of books from the shelves. There seemed to be no order in the titles they had cast about. Perhaps they had to leave before they could finish? Who do you think might be behind this? I found an unsent letter from my father calling it an adept from a man named Omen. Gerhard Omen, the harbor master? But what would he owe money to your father for? And why not just pay it? He's not a poor man. Perhaps there's something unwholesome about the nature of a debt that Omen wanted erased. The letter calling in the debt was unsent. Perhaps that is what they sought when they searched our home. Whatever it is, I intend to find out, though I might take a more indirect path in doing so. Although now I recall also that my father's financial ledger mentioned something about a debt, and it was marked with a strange sign. I showed Albrecht the sigil that I had copied. I found a letter demanding payment if it had this marking on it. That is, I believe, the mark of the fish guard, smugglers and racketeers. What would Master Zelig have to do with them? Ugh. Hello, Habit, by the way. I didn't see the message, I was reading too much. This I intend to learn. Where would I find them? I confess I do not know, but given the nature of the organization, I'd wager the docks are a sensible place to start. Okay, looks like we have to go to the docks now. Let's... Is there anything else in the house that was like trashed? That's looking good so far. What's Albrecht following me? Okay.
Can I help you, my lord?
Well, we should conclude our investigation before we go out. Okay. He still wants me to look around before I... Let's see... He has been rifled through too? I searched my belongings, but couldn't find no evidence that anything was missing. Really, did they literally just like go through a room where like a guy was like collapsed on the ground? That would be funny. It was hard to tell if this room has been searched or not, for it was sparsely kept, and there would be no evidence to have been left behind. I had no idea who had broken in, but before I could get too caught up in figuring it out, I needed to find a way to protect the house, should they come again. I explained this to Albrecht, who only nodded solemnly in response. Let's see if we can find anything else. What's with the bathroom? Did they steal something off my bathroom? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, this game looks great. Like, visually, it's insanely good. Let's maybe go into the back rooms over there. Anything in the kitchen? Doesn't look like it. Also doesn't look like anything in the storeroom was stolen. They stole all the shite. You too, Jennifer, you too. This is clearly a trapdoor, heavy locking reinforced with metal braces and with no obvious locking mechanism. I could not see any way to open it. Can I talk with you about that, Albrecht? Do you have any idea what the break was about? I know not, Master. Your father was a much respected man in Marnes, and yet there may be enemies unknown. Albrecht's shoulders slumped. He looked so tired. Robinson Crusoe. Oh god, I'm not reading all that.
Can I help you, my lord?
Okay, still have to have... Which room could... Probably like the bureau. Was I in the bureau already? How did I get there again? Holy shit, they really destroyed the office. My father wouldn't need it any longer. Yeah. I wish I had taken the time to order father's desk in, the day before. It was hard to tell if anything was missing, such was the mess here. From what I could recall though, everything was still there. It definitely scattered. Give me the key. This will take an age to reorder. As Albrecht stretched, I scanned the books on the floor. The invaders had pulled out titles on the sciences, journals, and books on esoterica I had not expected my father to own. They did not seem to inspect them thoroughly. A quick skim, and then discarded, moving on to the next. Perhaps looking for letters as such hidden inside the tomes, or hoping to find a lockbox disguised as a book. A lockbox. A particularly strange book stood out. Its cover was made of free bark. I cannot fucking read. I am so sorry, my dyslexia is fucking killing me right now. Its cover was made of tree bark, and the pages within were rougher than normal. Whatever had been used to ink the pages was thick and amber-colored and shone like glass. It felt both old and primitive. I took it, so that I could examine it more once this had all settled down. As well as pulling books from the shelves, they had clearly worked the shelves themselves in the hopes of finding a secret compartment. From what I could tell, they had no luck with this. Diary of a Barkeep. Did I already look at that? Huh. The breaking was Walter White. Yeah, must be. Anything with a globe? Nope. A portrait of Aldi Schmidt, yeah. Nothing seems to be stolen from the wardrobe. She was sleeping peacefully for once. Maybe something happens when I read the books? Doesn't look like it. Also doesn't seem to be anything... Maybe I forgot something to check in my room. No, my chest is still tidied up. It is evening. Do you want to advance time? No. By the way, this is a massive book. Look at that giant thing. What is that? It's a full game this time. The game finally released. Somebody take something out of his chest? Doesn't look like it. I forgot. Was the armor trashed already, or? Time to investigate the piano. I wish you streamed on Twitch. I want to at some point start restreaming, like multi-streaming again, but I have to set everything up still. Anything different in the kitchen? Don't like Twitch, it takes too much bandwidth. I mean, that would be the good thing about like multi-streaming, because... What the... Albrecht! Did you face shift through the wall again? What are you doing down there? It's a lot of wine bottles. No, I would like to like restream at some point, because I tried multi-streaming through Twitch itself. I actually, I have an OBS extension that allows you to like stream to like multiple sites simultaneously. It just took so much CPU power that I wasn't able to play a game anymore. That was not good. What I probably need to do is use something like Restream to like use it as like a middleman to stream to Restream, and then let Restream like stream it to my YouTube and Twitch. I just honestly didn't have the time to like set it up right now. It's not like so high on my priority list that I'm like trying to like figure it out instantly. At some point I really want to do it, also just because it would like allow me to have like a wider reach, but hey, we're gonna see. The cat is scared. Okay, that's an empty chest. Okay, a book about ancient mummification. A dagger. What am I missing? Did we ravage like Albrecht's room? Does he say anything else? Perhaps, Master, your father received a book for something. Your father's recipe book has something in it that could be turned to protecting the house. Ah, I'm a fucking idiot. Of course, they talked about wanting to protect the house. That's what they want me to do now. I wonder if the strange book had heard my plea, unsure what to do next. I opened the tome. As if by magic, I found myself staring at a page titled Grave Mist, though I had not recalled seeing it before. It was written in a few scripts, and I could only decipher a few. Enough to know it was a form of gas trap. Perfect. It seemed to protect my home from further invasions. I needed to find a way to decipher the rest of the page so I could prepare the ritual. I couldn't be sure, but the markings on the Grave Mist page looked similar to those found in that strange rustic book I had just picked up from my father's office floor. Grave Mist. Yeah, I can't really read any of this. No, Albrecht being in the void was not intended. I'm pretty sure his pathfinding just put him there for no reason. Let's... Can I find anything in the book I just picked up? The bark tome. Can I open it? Doesn't look like I can open the bark tome, sadly.
Can I help you, my lord?
Oh, we still have to conclude something about the investigation. Does the journal say something about that? Still with the ransacking. I mean, I can't find anything else. Like, I think I checked most of it. The condolence card. Is it some condolence cards? Ooh. Wait, can you actually look at all the cards? That is kind of cool. That's really nice. I'm pretty sure I already checked the trapdoor. I didn't check the toilet. Nothing here. Let's look around further then. You can see here, it's like just saying like this, it's clearly a trapdoor. I could not see any way to open it. Perhaps Albrecht might know something. But Albrecht doesn't... He's not there again. Hello, Albrecht. Yeah, like, Albrecht doesn't want to talk about anything, but... Yeah. I have to complete this event before he wants to, like, speak with me about anything else anymore. sure that I can do anything with this book? Yeah, Albert wanted to enter the trap to open it, but he just fell in, you're right. What am I missing? Yeah, exactly. We also just like did that with the mana potion. I mean, like from the demo, we played the first 3 chapters, which resolved around like coming back to town to like because her father died, trying to help her mother because she has like massive like dementia problems, talking in town, like getting a job as a teacher at the university, like at the school. And now we brewed a potion to, like, help our mother. And while we were, like, testing the potion, some people broke into our house. And now we're just, like, trying to, like, find out? Ah, that's... okay. What does it say? We didn't seem to inspect anything thoroughly. A quick skim and then discarded, moving on to the next, perhaps looking for letters or such hidden inside the tomes. Where is this letter? I remember the letter. Father's note. What am I missing? Because, like, I know where I could, like, check now with, like, the Harborer people. I'm just not allowed to leave the house.
Can I help you, my lord?
Yeah, we should conclude our investigation before you go out about your business. What am I missing? So we just sort stuff? I mean, there's nothing in my other inventory tabs. We have a book bound in strange bark. I think at this point I checked like every option. Albrecht really wants to go down there. He just went down there again. I'm almost jealous that he can do that. Or does the game want me to like decipher the book while I'm still inside the house? Is that maybe it? Betches Gulliver's Travels. No, if I could use an item with a trapdoor, the game would say that. I'm already stuck, like seriously, what the hell? Like how to decipher the other book. How did I decipher the other book now when we talk about it? Can I... Ah! Are you kidding me? I had to just fucking combine the books. Ah! I had been correct. The writing did match, though I still knew not the language I had found myself studying. Nonetheless, I was now ready to have grave mist revealed to me. Fucking hell, that was it. I've been running around for like, what, 10, 15 minutes? Okay. Grave mist, a cloud of hell poison, which may be bound to an area to protect it. It has a potent effect on mortal targets, making them sick or perhaps die. Some bark of a rare devil's wood is required for this incantation. To bind the spell to an area, place a bottle of smoke, sprinkle with graveyard soil, and chant the words Pulmones reperle locum diabolo sincerec fata mortalium. Bury also a personal item of whoever you wish to not trigger the mist. And what I need for that is some bark of a rare devil's wood. And then like, yeah, place a bottle or... Okay, and I need to somehow turn it into... Maybe need to rec... Devil's wood grows in the deep forest. It hollows and place it in hollows and places where fairy mist congregate. These black-barked trees are characterized by their twisted branches, which form the shape of tortured faces of humans and beasts. The wood should be burned in very hot flames and its smoke captured in a jar. Interesting, I understand. So what I need to do is go into the forest, find the black trees, burn the wood and put the smoke inside a jar. And then I need to like place a bottle of smoke in like the yard in front of a house, sprinkle it with graveyard soil, and chant the words that are described there. Okay. I knew now that I needed to prepare the protection spell. The most difficult item would surely be the substance called Devil's Wood. I informed Albert, then set him to the task of restoring order to the house while I found the required components.
There he is.
Gervais? Who's that now? I had not heard that voice in years. It was as deep and commanding as I recalled, though. Now I heard, or imagined, a sadness in it. Uncle Gervais!
My dear, it is good to see you. I should have come sooner to visit, but I have been avoiding this place. It's hard to be here and know that my brother is not. Will never be again. Mirabelle and I are heartbroken.
Thank you, Uncle. And how is Aunt Belle? Gervais paused briefly but did not answer.
You left word for me with my gateman, I know, but I was not ready.
He inhaled deeply and looked at the house a moment.
In truth, I am not still. But today, when Willard brought news of the break-in, I had to come.
I knew a boy named Willard growing up here. I presumed the handsome man before me was him. At the mention of his name, he stepped forward and nodded.
3 people were spotted leaving this area. They were dressed in black and moved as if to avoid being seen, but also moving as if in a rush. Their urgency drew the attention of a passing worker, however, who brought word to a nearby guard. The area was searched, but nobody was found. In that time, it was brought to my attention, and I knew his lordship would want to know immediately.
My uncle was clearly agitated at this.
I knew it. I knew the Shroud would rear their heads. I thought they would strike his grim, but here... It never occurred to me.
That is funny that the bot also can get XP.
Perhaps, my lord. But we get ahead of ourselves. They were seen in this area, but we don't know if they came from here. Perhaps the good master can confirm.
If they came by here, we heard nothing of them. The house was broken into, yes, though I cannot say for what reason. They left a mess, but we could not spot anything that had been taken.
Was anyone hurt? Is Juliana okay?
No one was badly hurt, thankfully.
Willard, see to it that a guard is posted here. I should go in and see her. Please, excuse me.
Very understandable. Check in on her.
Master Van Elstrick.
Willard, is it? I believe we schooled together many years ago. We did, for a year or so before you went away. It's a shame your return is marred by such a tragedy. I looked up your father. He was a great man. You have my deepest condolences. You honor him and me both with your words. I was wondering if you could tell me more about why my father's hero was rushed? Likely no more than you already know. Your uncle was fearful that members of the Shroud would try something. Just as he thinks they are who broke in here. Nice, my skill check is good enough to not need any skill points for this. You don't agree, do you? I carry myself that poorly? No, I'm less convinced. And we had guards on extra duty, truthfully. I would have waited for your return. Your uncle is a man of sound and solid mind, but in this regard he allows his judgment to be clouded by the past. I understand, of course. I had just turned 18 when the dead rose. Thankfully, I was not on the front line, but... He went quiet then and looked away. Those were terrible times. You were lucky to be away. Do you think these guards will be posted for long? That is for your uncle to say. Perhaps a few days if there are no other occurrences. Perhaps less if they are needed elsewhere. Perhaps there will be a permanent posting. With the greatest of respect, Albert is growing old and you are an academic. He might feel it is his duty to protect Miss Juliana, and this is the best way to do that. My uncle mentioned the Shroud? There can't be anything more than boogeymen, surely. How have they not been stomped out by now? Rise from Blur, I understand your frustration, I do. I know it cost you attending the Grim and the funeral. But you must trust me, groups like this are secret and small. They don't all know one another. I could send a team of 100 good soldiers at this. Maybe they'd find somebody, maybe not. If they do, that person wouldn't lead them to another. I have what people I can afford searching for them, but progress is slow. In truth, I think all that will really wipe them out is time. They grow older, and I cannot imagine they do much recruiting. What about they must be a boogeyman, surely? You would think so, but some men not only want to watch the world burn, but also fan the fires. I have what people I can afford searching for them, but progress is slow, yeah. Goodbye, Captain. My lord. Grave mist. I did not have a jar of smoke of a devil's wood tree. Yeah, that's fair. Thank you, Yifon, for... Thank you, Yifon, for doing my job and telling people what the giveaway is about. I posted it in the description as well, so if people are interested, they can just look in the description to see what it's about. Let's see. Can I like... Ah, Juliana's awake again. Cell! No, Gervais, am I right? Yes, it is I, Juliana, my dear. Are you alright? I don't know, Gervais. I cannot seem to think straight since his passing. Rise of Blurs returned home, though. You should see him. He's so grown up. He would have loved to see you, but went out with his friends. Gervais threw a worried look at me and then smiled at her. Yes, Juliana. I would like that. Tell him I look forward to seeing him. And tell me, dear brother-in-law, how is your lovely wife, Mirabelle? Anger flashed across my uncle's face for a second, then he relaxed with just a grunt as his reply. Gervais moved to a small talk, asking if she had seen the priest, the doctor, if she had been gardening, and so on. Can I offer his lordship anything? No, thank you, Albrecht. I shall not be staying long. I've spent too long locked away, mourning my brother. Now that this terrible break-in has pulled me from my grievings, there is much work to be done. Sadly, the city did not rest with me. I left them to their conversation. I knew Albrecht would inform me if anything of note came up. My mother continued to float around the house like some Wayne spectre, more from habit than any conscious intent. Her movements were stilted and uneasy, and her gaze so unfocused and meandering, rarely matched the direction of the steps. It was as though every part of her was in disharmony? Disharmony. I'm an idiot. Moving through its own familiar patterns of existence without ever synchronizing with the rest.
Oh, hello.
The crash of metal against metal drowns out his cries. The heat sears away his tears. I needed to ask her for a personal item as protection against the grave mist incantation. Mother, I need something of yours, something personal, special. Something special? Why, you're the most special thing in the world of me. No matter an item, anything material that holds meaning of you. I think I need to rest. She suddenly looked very worried. I would need to find another way to get what I needed to protect her. Let's see if Albrecht doesn't know anything. Yeah, his wife is probably dead. Yeah, you're right.
Can I help you, my lord?
The way just doesn't want to talk about her is very indicating for that. Yeah, we didn't know. Obvious, from what I'm guessing is probably in the war with a shroud and with a lich. His wife died. That's what I'm guessing. We obviously didn't know about her because we weren't there, and Juliana forgot and probably asked him constantly about it, which is why he has an annoyed face when he talked with her there. What? Just give me 1 second. I'll be coming back. I'm very thirsty and I forgot to get something to drink. All that talking is giving me an absolutely sore throat, and I obviously want to butter and grease my beautiful instrument here. Master, I need something here, something personal to include in the ritual so you don't set up the trap. I have this medal from the war with Venice. Perhaps that will do? He handed me a purple rose, awarded only for acts of daring and great significance. Whatever he had done to earn it, I had it now. This was to do for the ritual. Okay. I need something of Mother too. I would not say, but for the circumstance, but she keeps a locket with your father's picture under her pillow. It would sadden her to lose it, but this is important. And she will get it back when all of this is over, correct? I didn't know if that was true. I don't know. Hopefully she can get it back. The skin around his eyes lightened. A slight change, but enough for me to tell he was regretting sharing what he did. Did Gervais say anything of note? No, my lord. He only asked if she was doing okay and needed anything. She knows not of the money situation too, so told him all was okay. That is good. I want the guards watching me as little as possible and knowing less. Do you know where I might find Devil's Wood? I'm afraid I have no idea. It sounds like something alchemical and mystical. You could conduct some discreet enquiries with Bozina, the apothecary, or perhaps with Diedrich's grandmother Sibyl. Does Sibyl still live near the North Gate? She does. Diedrich looks after her. I'll mark it on your map. You should probably check with him first, though. You're a very honest necromancer. I had lied to his face. I mean, he probably would regret it less if I would have just been less honest. Have those guards been outside? Yes, my lord, and as the shift changed with sundown, they were joined by an extra guard, so they may take turns patrolling. You think they will stay long? Given his lordship's fondness to your mother and his fragile state from your father's death, I couldn't imagine them leaving anytime too soon. Okay.
I am Albrecht, the butler to the family Van Elstrick since even your father was a boy.
That was interesting. Let's just quickly then go to the bedroom of the mother to take that picture. Perfect. So this is the item we need of Juliana. Oh, that's the Albrecht medal. Okay, the more medal from Albrecht. Juliana's locket is this. Perfect. These are the two items in need of those. Should I try to get something of like my uncle as well and shit? If I can even still find them. Man, the camera zoomed out. Look at that, there's guards now. Nobody at the main gate though. Okay, I need to find graveyard soil and I need to obtain the devil's wood. Let's look around a bit. What is this? That's the bakery. Check, let me check on the map. Apothecary. We obviously want to check the apothecary at a moment. The dockyards, maybe, due to the signs. Maybe the herbalist could help us with the... as well. Let's go to the herbalist first, I think. That's the entrance to the herbalist shop. I knocked the herbalist's door, but there was no answer. Then I saw a small note pinned to the doorframe. Closed for business, recruiting at home, Halen. Huh. Let's see if I can find some graveyard soil here. I hope nobody can see me. I hope nobody saw that. I hope nobody saw that. But we have some grave soil. Perfect, so we have 3 ingredients already. I mean, if you haven't seen this, I had the option to dig up bodies as well. I'm guessing this is for later if I want to like start resurrecting people, that I'm able to like literally like dig up bodies. Or even want to watch out with like the grape robbing. Wheelwright. What is wheelwright? It's locked. What time is it? It looks it is kinda late. Let's check out the apothecary for a second. Maybe I just actually have to go to sleep. Yeah, it was locked. Grave mist is a ritual I want to perform for my house to like keep it safe from intruders. It's basically like a deathly mist that gets triggered when people try to enter the house. And I'm just gonna go home for a second. To go sleep. Because all of the shops are closed. But that also allowed me to grave rob, which was at least good. Okay, let's go to sleep. Yep. Time to advance time. And one blink later, it should be daytime again. Oh, it's night now. Okay, wait. It's just... Now it's morning. Let's see if I can enter any shops now. What's with the herbalist? Is he now open or is it still... Yeah. Okay, then... I mean, this one was also the only one that had like a text message like that. So let's check out the other ones. Apothecary. Yeah, it's open now. I seek knowledge of a substance called Devil's Wood. That is not something I've encountered. You could try the retired herbalist, Sibyl Vosentum. A wise woman indeed. Alas, her health is failing now. I advise you talk to her grandson, Diedrich, first. Do you know him? Yes, of course, thank you. She hesitated. Or perhaps a hidden holeback. Have you been tending to the melodies of Marns for long? I built the shop up from the ground long before the hospital arrived. All by myself, no thanks to the guild. The guild? The golden ones, dear. The guild of merchants. Though very few of our merchants actually count among the members. I am not a member, for example. Who is Marnes speaks for then? Gerard Omen, the harbor master. He thinks that just because he controls the port, that he is the only merchant that matters. Inheritors rarely understand what is good for the city. How would you join? Join? Petition the guild in the capital. Bring something noteworthy to the table. I would like to speak for the merchants of Marnes, but I just do not have the pull required. Enough about the guild. Thank you. That must have been hard work. At least I can say I did the work with my own 2 hands. Thank you for the information. There's nothing else I need to write now. Thank you. Also, I just read the message, Skip. My deepest condolences for your loss, seriously. I know the feeling of losing a close family member just too well. Back when my grandpa died, at this point almost a decade ago. That was like such a hard time for my family. Also because it was a very, very slow loss. And just so you know, Skip, you know that I'm often in the server, so if you just need somebody to hang out with, to just like chill and like distract you a little bit, you always know that you can join the server. Let's look. Diedrich was one of the people I needed to talk to, right? I'm not for Diedrich's door, but there was no answer. Okay, Diedrich is not at home. What about Halen? Nobody was there as well. An impressive garden, possibly the best I'd seen in the city. Oh, there's Halen. When I finally found the herbalist, he was tending to his garden. Some herbs, yes, but it seemed to be more decorative than functional. As he saw me, he stood and stiffened.
You're Zedek's kid?
I am.
Well, what do you want from me, then?
I want to ask you about my father's autopsy. I want to ask you about the shroud. Do you know anything about Devilswood? Let's ask about the father's autopsy first. He said nothing, so I carried on. Why did you perform it?
I did it because I was asked to. Simple as.
Who asked you?
I got a letter from the head surgeon. No whys, just a request and a purse of gold.
Just a piece of work to you, then?
We're not all noble-born. Some of us have to take cash when it's offered.
What did you find?
You won't like it, but it was alcohol that done him in. Swollen liver, pale skin, signs of asphyxiation.
How long had he been dead when you performed it?
Within a day of his being found. He'd been in the hospital for a while before they decided they couldn't take him, then a while longer for them to find me. Didn't want the task, but what could I do?
You didn't want it?
Yeah, I had this feeling in my gut that I'd be cross-examined by his kids someday.
What training do you have for such a task?
Not as much as I'm sure you'll have wanted. But I know herbs, which means I know poisons. There were no outer wounds, so they wanted to see if what he's drank had been just alcohol or if there was something else in it.
And?
You won't like it, but it was alcohol that done him in. Swollen liver, pale skin, signs of asphyxiation.
Where was it performed if not the hospital? You think he's lying?
Back of my shop. Where else? I wanted to cut into him in the Grim Chamber, but the priest wouldn't have it. Thankfully, your father stayed dead.
I stared at him in disbelief.
What? He's dead. It was a fair concern.
What state was her body in when you saw it?
Stiff, decayed, liver bloated from too much drink.
Any other wounds?
Now that you mention it, he did have a massive big spear through him that I forgot to put in my report. Christ.
The guy is really pissed off at me. I'm just asking out of curiosity. Did you know my father?
What? Are you asking if I know Zelig von Elstrick? One of the most famous sons of old Rolston, never mind the city of Mars?
Those aren't all symptoms of liver failure, sus, very sus. I mean, our father definitely didn't die due to alcohol poisoning, let's be honest there. I just don't get why the guy is like so hostile towards me.
Oh, the apple has fallen pretty far from the tree, ain't it?
Ow! Fuck you! I don't know why this guy is so much, like, he has an insane amount of voice dialogue as well, which is really cool, but holy shit, he's insulting. Do the bodies can come back, yes, ghouls and stuff are real.
Everyone knew you dar. Now, was I friends with him? Of course not. People like him never have time for people like me. Move in different worlds, us.
I want to ask you about the shroud. What? Why? The funeral was rushed for fear of them doing something. It's unclear to me what exactly. I want to know if you're a real, if they are a real threat, and so to what level. Ha! If a shroud is still around, they ain't looking for a glory run just to get snuffed out doing it. Any threat from them would be hidden, surely. Either way, I can't imagine them having imagine they have the numbers to threaten a military funeral. That is fair. Do you know what Devil's Wood is? What? No. Are you sure? He sighed, then a tired look at his face. Look, maybe ask Svit about it, the young forester. He knows about all the types of trees around here. The outsider trust is decreased, okay. At that name, I was momentarily speechless. Svit was rumored to be my father's illegitimate son, although we had never met. So he became a forester? Svit, do you know where I might find him? Pfft. The tavern near the docks. Weimer's place, more than likely. When he's in town. Okay, thank you for your help, Halen. It was nice to meet you too. By the way. Hello. The young guard stood tall and motioned me to stop.
The barracks are close to civilians.
Okay. Her eyes lingered on me a moment. Then as she saw me notice, we blushed a little and turned away.
Excuse me, my lord.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, I thought with excuse me she wanted to talk to me more. That would have been funny.
Good day.
Goodbye. So, we needed to go to the docks anyways. I could check if Diedrich is in the academy. I'm pretty sure that Diedrich is like our childhood friend who is working in the academy. Annie. Who is Annie? Oh yeah, that was the lady I was flirting with. The guard lady. The young woman's eyebrows twitched as I approached. Although her head was buried in a book, she was not unaware of her surroundings. Excuse me, miss. Two pretty eyes peered up from the book and flashed with a hint of recognition. Do I know you?
No, but I know most faces in the city. I heard of your return and drew a conclusion.
I'm sorry you had to come back under such circumstance. Pleased to meet you, miss?
Annie Kelly. I'm a healer in this town.
Ooh. She placed the book down, holding her page open with her thumb. Let's recall the book. You are reading the Canon of Medicine? I have not read it myself, but I was always fascinated by the application of natural philosophy with medicine.
You must read it. Avicenna categorized the body's temperaments and compared them against age and... Apologies, I'm rambling.
She smiled feverishly and her eyes seemed to dance. I had no more to ask her at the moment. We shared a long smile as I left. Are there more fucking float options in this game? Because... Let's look around a little bit. Miss Ibrahim?
The Van Elstrick child, yes? I am, of course, sorry for your loss. But I am sure you did not come here for my condolences, yes?
I came to thank you for the support you've given my friend Diedrich over the years.
Unrequired. He works hard. I respect that. I have use for it. He has earned anything he has received from me.
Did you know my father? He seems to have become interested in research in his later years, and I thought perhaps he'd have come here from time to time.
I had dealings with him, yes. Largely, I left him to his work.
What was his work? Do you have a record of the books he studied?
We only record books that are borrowed, not those read here. We do not have the information you seek.
Thank you for your time.
You will come again, yes?
Definitely. I mean, I'm technically a teacher, you know, so I have to come. There's Diedrich. I approached Diedrich with a smirk as he stacked books upon a shelf. Hello again, dear Diedrich. Ressembleur! Find anything to tickle your fancy? Or still looking? The collection has grown since I was in. What else goes on here? The library doesn't take. What's of a old library do you have? Do you know of a substance called Devil's Wood? No, I do not. He really scratched his head thoughtfully. But perhaps my grandmother does. It sounds like a tree of some sort, does it? Are you planning an adventure? Look, why don't you come over to our house in the morning? It is morning! She'd love to see you, I'm sure. We're still on the main street, over towards the North Gate. Over towards the North Gate. Yeah, necromancy surely is a thing here that just anybody can do if they know how to. Who is that redhead woman I've been seeing browsing the books in here? Do you know her? Of course, it's Annie. She came to Mars with her brother Connor the year before last, all the way from Ireland, if you can believe that. Nice lass. Okay, but let's not hold him up anymore. Does it mean I can just like straight go into his house now and meet his grandma again? Once per chapter, you should ask Lucas what work he needs doing. Afterwards, ask him for pay. Yeah, it makes sense to just like work from time to time. This appeared to be a storeroom. Various curious layabout. Many caked in layers of dust. Yeah. Where's Lucas? It's just a question.
Hello, dear cousin.
There he is. Ressembleur, right on time. Thank you for coming in today. Hello, child. It is good to see you. Oh, the fucking father is here as well. Why? Once a year or so, Father Oliver visits to hear confessions. A teacher stays with the children to support and guide them. This was the man who had performed my father's hurried last rites. It occurred to me that this could be an opportunity to get something useful out of him. My mother has twisted my arm into joining her and father for lunch, so you'll be on your own. And afterwards, please teach class for the rest of the morning, Ressembleur. I'm happy to help, cousin. There's a shame, my child. I suppose Ressembleur and I will have to enjoy ourselves the treats I brought us for after lunch. The same gingerbread as last time? A shame indeed. Thank you, Ressembleur, father. As Lucas departed, Father Olivier turned his wide, sweet smile on me. It was always so intense, like too much honey dripped into bitter tea to hide the taste. When I settle in, could you fetch in the children? Let us begin with young Robin. I'm out first, huh? I motioned Robin to the priest and sat her down in the chair in front of him. The small screen between them did not quite replicate the intimacy of privacy of a true confessional. So, how have you been? Well, and I thank you for your concern, child, but did your headmaster and I show you how to undertake confession just this morning, again? Robin's sigh was so dramatic I was certain any theater would have been eager to have her join the company. Bless me, father, for I have sinned. My last confession was, well, you probably remember better than me. That was a good effort, my child. Robin smirked and crossed her arms, very intentionally remaining silent. Silence? Good choice. Oh god, can I go the anti-church route? That would be funny as fuck. That would be hilarious. No, tell me since, simply honestly. Silence. Good choice. What should I do? Should I just say that she should shut up? I think it would be hilarious. Oh, look who's entered the chat. Hello. Yeah, exactly. It's like fan. Like, how's it called? Like altered history? Yeah, alt history. Like psychic software is saying itself. So let's see. I genuinely think I'm just gonna like go. No, Kalawi, we're not Deus Vulting. Silence. Good. Robert looked at me with a conspirational smirk, which I happily returned. Is that all you have to say, my child? I can't remember any, but if you like... I'm sorry for all my sins and such. Your penance, my child, shall be your... I cannot fucking read today. Your penance, my child, shall be to visit the church each day after your classes are finished for 1 week. There you will spend 2 hours giving thanks for your pardon you have been given for your sins, and will ask Jesus Christ for aid in overcoming your pride to admit your sins more honestly in future. I'm too atheistic for this. Robin's expression soured. She let out an annoyed sigh and shut her eyes in an endearing manner. I am sorry for my sins with all my heart, God. With your help, I'll stop sinning and such, so thanks. Bye. May Almighty God have mercy on you, and having forgiven your sins, lead you to eternal life. Amen. Amen. This was much better than last time, my dear child. Thank you for opening your heart to our Lord, even a little more. Robin hopped from his seat and hurried back to the others, clearly eager to be far away from the priest. I mean, it is a priest. I'm not judging the child for wanting to get away there. You know, most of my flock are only so tight-lipped when they have something to hide. Perhaps with your help, I can convince one of the others to unburden themselves of hiding her sin. I will leave it to you, my child, to bring the next supplicant. There it was. I had a thread to pull on, a hint of something the priest wanted. I was sure there was some way to use it to get the information I wanted out of him.
My child?
Yes, my child, you have a question for me? What is the purpose of confession? Who do we still need to hear the confession of? I still need to speak with Nick, Leon, Ida, and Peter. Then we can go enjoy our lunch and the gingerbread I brought for you and I to savor afterwards. It's a priest. Every smile is unsettling. Okay, let's talk to Ida. Yes, mister? It's your turn for the confession. Okay. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been 1 year since my last confession. Well done, my child. Go on. She hesitated and looked at me with a nod. I urged her to continue. Every Friday, the baker sells these meat buns, I think? They smell so tasty. Indeed, my child, they are quite enjoyable. But I don't have money to buy them, so I just go down to smell them. But when I see the other kids getting their parents to buy them one, I get this awful feeling. Like when you got here and we smelled the gingerbread you brought, we said we might like to steal it. Ida had barely whispered those last words while slowly turning her head to look at me as she spoke. Her sad eyes were drowning in guilt, which she tried to swallow down as she looked away again. In his eagerness to give Ida her penance for her sin of envy, the good father had missed entirely that the child had considered one of theft. Reading. I, however, did not, and suspected this could prove useful in some way. Does our character just, see anything as an opportunity for himself? Holy hell, come on, guy. It's a child. We don't need to use the child for thievery. What do you want? It is your turn for the confession. Fine. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's sinned, my child. Go on. I bit Mr. Calandro while he was beating me on Wednesday, and last week too, and I think the one before that, but my head hurt so bad after I wasn't sure what day it was. Why does Mr. Calandro beat you? The first 2 times it was after I got mouthy, but for the last year he just finds me and does it whenever he feels like it. It's not like anyone will do anything about it anyway. And I broke some Turkish kid's nose this week. But he was asking for it, and... The sin of wrath is a sin, wherever or not it felt justified in the moment, my child. Nick sighed and rattled off a handful of more incidents of violence, most of which were responses to similar violence being perpetrated on him by those with more power. Thank you for your candor, child. I am glad you took your last penance to heart. Nick just watched him sullenly. Your penance will be to look for each of these individuals you have harmed and to offer them a heartfelt apology in the name of the Lord. No! This isn't solving any problems. But Father Vale just... My sweet young child, I offer you this chance to redeem yourself in the eyes of God for your sins. Will you take it? Yes, Father. The priest said its final words and Nick returned to his seat. Oh my god, that is so shit. This is so fucking shit. The child literally just admitted he gets, abused by his, superiors. He, gets bullied by other children and, punches them back. And the only thing the priest is saying is, apologize? Motherfucker, the child is getting completely abused. Yes, mister? Nothing, never mind. Okay. I really hope that I can help Nick at least with the guy who's abusing him. The children, it's a children thing, yeah. Maybe we can figure something out with that as well to just see why he punched in that child's nose. Hopefully it wasn't racism against Turkish people. But especially the thing with the adult literally just seeking him out and hurting him. We need to find something to stop that. Holy fucking shit. The fact that I didn't even... Oh my god. Leon's turn. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been 1 month since my last confession. As always, my child, you are very diligent and devout. Please continue. I have been very sinful, Father. On 3 mornings this month, I have failed to be the first out of bed, betraying my slothful nature. I scored highest on our tests this month, and fell victim to pride after. Holy shit, this child is completely indoctrinated by it. Holy fuck. The normally meek child continues to pour out a torrent of minor sins. Things so small and shallow, it made me wonder what he was trying so hard to avoid saying. Eventually he exhausted himself, and after a few seconds of silence, Olivier cleared his throat and gave Leon... I thought his name is Leon. Is Leon? Okay. Some token penance in the form of simple prayers. Leon needed no prompting from me and hurried back. It appeared to begin his penance. It's a priest. I don't like priests in general most of the time. He looks like a little nerd. He definitely seems to be like this hyper, like, nerdy kid. And obviously, like, at the time, like, we literally, in school, are, like, learning, like, how to, like, do a penance. So I'm guessing he's just, like, really, really deep into the entire thing. I think we both know what they did to our child to, like, be this fearful of, like, sins and shit. A lot of church from childbirth. Huh? It's your turn for confession. Oh, okay. The boy sat down and looked at the priest, but said nothing. Peter, do you remember what you're supposed to say during confession? Nope. I guided the boy through the proper words, much to Father Olivier's approval. So, I think I sinned, but I don't remember really. But what about everybody else? Have they sinned? 'Cause this morning I saw Robin. My dear child, confession is held only between you and your Savior, Jesus Christ, while I serve as a mere intermediary. And him, teacher. Well, yes, though I'm sure you, Rise from Blur, will show you the appropriate reverence for your sacred act and to not share what he knows. The thing with this as well, I always find this like super weird with like the church in general. I know this is gonna be like a weird rant, but like him saying like that the confession is between you and the our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, while he serves as like
I am Father Olivier Huber.
Thank you. While he's like the intermediary, basically saying like he speaks as Jesus right now, which is I don't know. I find that weird. I know that it's like what they really do is like the same thing with like the Pope saying like, oh, he's the closest person to God, he speaks for God and shit like that. It always just made me like, weren't we supposed to not take the Lord's name in vain? Isn't that exactly doing that? I don't know, I left the church like a decade ago, maybe I just misremembering something. While the good father was trying to get Peter to focus again, he seemed to have missed the hint that Robin had been up to something this morning. I, however, did not, and I suspected that this could be useful information. We are such a sociopath! Father Olivier and I managed to get Peter to accept his penance. However, the moment the boy was out of a chair, I was inclined to think he had already let us slip his mind, as he did with so many things.
My child.
Yes, so child, did you have something for me? That is everyone. We're done, Father. Come then, we can speak while you eat. I brought enough for us both. Oh, cool. Kid blackmail. Rise from Blur. Like, literally. Oh yeah, I've seen that. That was like a thing in the 1500s, I think, right? Like during the time of Martin Luther, I think, where you literally just like could buy yourself free of sin, which is like, literally just a made-up thing by the church to like get money off people, because God doesn't need material things, so why should he be able to be paid off with money? Oh yeah, I know, like, that in America specifically, like, saying, like, that's why you have, like, what the heck, or, like, dear gosh, or something, because that would be, like, taking Lord's name in vain. But the thing is, like, as far as I understood it, taking the Lord's name in vain is not swearing. It is using his name to do something that he wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, saying, like, don't take thy Lord's name in vain basically refers to, I am doing this in the name of God. You know? Basically, like you say, like, I don't know, you are attacking a neighboring kingdom in the name of God is basically taking the Lord's name in vain because you use the Lord as an excuse for your deeds. Basically, what you can say, every person that uses the Bible as an excuse for homophobia is technically taking the Lord's name in vain. At least that's how I understood it, but everybody interprets that shit differently. In Ireland, it was saying Jesus Christ in anger. Fair. Oh dear, I was certain I had more. This was my chance. If I was to leverage information out of him, it would be now. Christ almighty, you are an idiot. Oh, that's a funny one. I mean, there's a bunch of them. I know, like, in German, for example, saying crucifix. Like, which is, like, the Germans saying, like, crucifix. It's, like, a literal, like, swear. Like, just say, like... like, old people use, but that's, like, one of the, like, things you are not allowed to say in German, basically. As it's, like, a sinful thing. So, so you would do something, so if you do something that God dislikes, what's saying Deus Vult, that would be taking the Lord's name in vain. That's how I understood it, Max. That's how I understood it, yes. Like, that's at least how I got it the entire time. Yeah, crucifix is the cross where Jesus was on, so like, German Christians don't like that one. Crucifix is mostly a swear in the German South. That is definitely true. It's a very, like, Bavarian swear that I've heard of. Saying the word crucifix is a swear. Yeah, literally, like, in German, it's a swear. It's a swear. I also think this is interesting because the German word for, like, the crucifix is, like, Kreuz. It's just called Kreuz, which is also like the word for, like, crosses in German, like Kreuz. But crucifix is also at the same time the word for it. You can say both, but say, like, crucifix itself is like an insult. But it's not like it's not like saying, like, you crucifix or something. It's like literally just like it's basically saying damn it, like, on that level. You're not insulting somebody. You're just insulting, like, in general. This was my chance. Okay, now let's try, like, finally continue. Why was my father's burial hurried? Did we not already speak of this? Baron Gervais... I could tell he was hiding some part of the truth, but since I had no leverage, I would remain hidden for now. The rest of the morning passed in slow... Oh, fuck! I fucked up, I think. Okay.
So, what can I do for you, dear cousin?
I'd like to collect my pay. What work needs to be doing today? You can only work for once a day. Oh, I've already done it, cousin. Oh, okay, so I'd like to collect my pay. Yes, indeed. Cool, thank you.
So, what can I do for you, dear cousin?
Bid my cousin farewell. So, I have to work once per chapter and just get paid for that. That's cool. I like that. I wish real jobs would work like that. Oh yeah, right, like, to fix is also a thing that is said. Yeah, but that's, like, more common. People don't mind you saying to fix. The problem is when people say crucifix. Gottverdammte Herrgott Scheiße. Yeah, you can always say that. It's not written like that. That's like two different swears and like without any spaces, but yeah. Good old Scheiße. Let's see, is anything new in the journal? Okay, I can meet Sybil, that is good. I could technically still also just go to the harbor, because I need to like find out who this sign belonged to. And obviously, we can also talk to like the forester there, but let's just go to Diedrich's house. Hey! Whoa, 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 whoa! Have you seen that right now? Why was Diedrich's head just like spinning like that? That didn't look nice. I love German obsceneries. They sound just like how you feel when you use one. I mean, believe me, my German swearing can go very much insane because when I get annoyed, I swear a lot. And then I say, I love saying shit like, what is it? Diese verdammte Wichs-Fick-Kacke, die mir voll auf die Eier geht und ich halte diesen Dreck-Wichs-Müll nicht mehr aus. That was what I think every time I'm at work and Adobe fucks me over. Literally one-to-one. She seemed much older than I last remembered. Age and many days spent in the sun foraging for herbs had finally caught her. Her hands, most of all, looked withered and frail. I thought of the day when she worked a mortar and pestle easily and imagined how much harder those knotted knuckles would undertake that same task.
Well now, look who's back in Mans after all this time.
Ah, Blur, hello.
I'm sorry the house is so unkempt. This boy here isn't exactly the steward of Obst.
When you're cursing in German and summon a demon by accident. That's cursing in Latin. German is not that bad. Well, this place isn't exactly the royal summer palace either, is it, grandmother?
Look at how he talks to me, eh? I pity the person who has to take care of him when I'm gone. Tough job, I tell you.
I can imagine. I suspected that Sybil, in all her years of tending the strange plants and curious concantations, would have some insight into Devilswood, but the woman had cast off her unearthly interests long ago, in favor of becoming a more conventional herbalist. Any information I needed would have to be mined. The idle chatter chipped away until I found the vein that sated my curiosity. How's your health been? Better than most my age, I think. I've got all the old herbalism kit, and Halen slips me what I need. So he's taken over the trade well? Holy shit, why did my camera freeze? No! What the hell? Why did it have to freeze while I was drinking Coke? No! That is such a stupid freeze frame! Oh no! Wait a second, can I like reset the camera somehow? Oh no! Why is my camera stuck like that? No! I hate this. No, why is the camera stuck? Can I like reset my camera somehow? What the fuck? It is back. The camera glitches are back. This is more deep fried than ever before. I'm sorry. We have to like postpone the stream for a second. I have to do something. Ah, shit, it's not working. Why is it not working? Okay, I need to, there it is. Oh my god, I am looking so feisty today. I'm just very quickly putting my... We're streaming like this now. Oh my god. Why is the Okay, this is brutal. This is genuinely brutal. Oh my god. Let's see, can I like reset it again for a second? No. It do be just fucked like that, I guess. Oh my god, what happened? It worked the last few streams. Is the camera just like actually broken? What is going on? Okay, let me just like the camera needs necromancy. I'm gonna try like plugging it in out and in again. Ugh. I just need to oh no, oh god. Okay, there it is. Oh, fuck. Okay. It's plugged back in, I think. Okay, I'm still audible, right? Yeah. Would be very funny if the stream just ended. I'm just pleased it's a tech glitch, but it isn't my fault. Just wait, just wait. It turns out that it just turns out that the game just affected the camera, I bet you. No, let me just retry to like activate the cam again. Yay! It's working again! Woohoo! I don't know what happened there, but I'm happy it works again. By the way, how do you like my new apartment? You can slightly see it over there. There's my TV. There's my entrance to the kitchen. There's my Splatoon 2 poster that I framed. Behind me are my 2 Metroid posters. Isn't that something? This is my staircase. It leads up to my bed that is above me. And this is my iPad. By the way, guys, would you be interested in the future again into art streams? I would be interested in doing more art streams again. I just like didn't really have the time lately. Like energy in general. How about just next week? How about next week we just sit down again and draw? I have a few things that I want to like draw in general, like new emotes, new stickers for the Discord, and I would like to. Thank you, Kirsty. I'm very happy with how the new apartment turned out as well. Also, the camera seems to like really struggle like focusing on my face right now. But yes, I think that a lot of people would be really interested in art streams. I also would like doing it again. And I would like to do something very specific. The camera is really pulsating right now. I have no idea why. I should probably like stop moving around so much. A thing that I would really like to do again is have more art studies. I can actually like when we're already on this rant, I can just pull it up. Where is it? I did it a while ago. Stuff like this. I can probably like, yeah. I want to do like paint studies. Basically just go like, hey, name a character. I give myself like 15 minutes and then I just like doodle them without outlines, just like a paintbrush and just like going ham at it and like just like trying to like get better at like rendering and shading that way. I think that would be a fun idea to just like have like short doodles that we could do over time. I mean, a badly focused camera is a better problem to have than the last one. That is very true, Skep. I have no idea what happened there. I hope it's not happening again. And if it freezes again, please not while I'm drinking. Also, yes, I really need to like stop with my fucking soda addiction. You can see this when the camera's already open. Like, I have gained way too much weight. I have to lose my weight again. And I'm not eating that much. I'm also not eating that unhealthy. I'm cooking everything myself. I'm barely eating like camera. I'm barely eating like food that is like all that processed and shit like that. It's just I drink almost just sugar water. So really just, you know what? When we already talked about it, give me a second. When we're already talking about hit my head. We're already talking about drinking more or like less sugar water. I got myself a glass of water. Obviously, in my Coca-Cola branded glass I got from McDonald's like 10 years ago. Cheers, friends. And look at that. Unlike other streamers, I don't have to flush it down with a stream of soda afterwards because it tastes like my teeth that are rotting. I quit soda by getting a soda stream. Now I drink tap water with a little carbonation and a touch of cortical. My biggest issue is, it is literally like cigarettes for me. If I stop drinking soda, I literally get like withdrawal symptoms, which is like the biggest problem I like struggle with, like stopping drinking sodas. I definitely want to reduce it. I reduced it, but I'm not drinking sodas at work anymore. I'm just drinking water there, which is hopefully helping. But I just need to like stop it in general, because I would save a fuck ton of money as well, because I wouldn't have to like spend like 20 to 30 bucks a month, like a week to like get drinks. And instead would like just save that. It's not a caffeine addiction, it's specifically a sugar addiction. Because I'm also noticing I'm barely buying any like sweets anymore, and I'm noticing how I'm genuinely starting to like feel like I'm craving like sugar. Do you get headaches? Constantly. I constantly have headaches, which mainly comes from me just sleeping not enough, and the current, like especially currently the constant weather switching. I'm having issues with like if the weather like switches too often, and it's making my head hurt a little bit. Yo, Blur, what is it, Habit? Can I help you somehow? Hassan stream? Oh no, am I too long in the full camera? We're gonna go back any minute now, I swear to God. I'm just like rambling anyways. Also, you don't you like looking at my face with my cool Nike t-shirt? I experimented with Discord emojis. That cool of you? I mean, you have the rights to do that, so just do it. If you have funny ideas, add them. Headaches are a very common symptom of caffeine withdrawal. Holy shit. I do think it's just the weather headaches, because I am drinking caffeine like daily. Like I have a slight headache right now, and I've been drinking nothing but Coca-Cola today. Not sponsored. Also, by the way, just because I'm really able to see it now on the camera, have you guys noticed my eyelashes? I need to go to the doctor. Oh yeah, I forgot, it's Friday today. I wanted to call the doctor. I probably need to do that after the stream. I also need to shave my beard now that I see that. It's getting kind of long and curly. Looking, yeah, I don't want to get the pubic hair look again. I get the headaches from high pressure weather. For me, it's like specifically like fast weather switching is what I noticed. That it's like one day it's like super hot, the next day it's kind of cold. In the morning it's ice cold, but then in the evening it's warm as shit, and that's like... Yeah, and I definitely need to call the doctor because... Let me just like... You can see that? Half my, like... My left eye, half my eyelashes are white, and it's growing. It's slowly going over to the other side. And I thought it's coming off the stress. Because when it started, I was like in a very, very stressful period. But it's like... The eyelashes are just like continuously growing whiter. And I don't know why. It's kind of... It would be kind of cool if like both eyelashes would be like naturally white. Because I would have like the fucking Gojo eyes there with my blue fucking eyes and then like white eyelashes. But overall, eyelashes don't turn white. Eyelashes cannot normally... Like, if you get white hair, your eyelashes stay black. I don't know why they're white. We found out, like, my parents and friends, we, like, looked around a little bit. Possibilities are actually stress. A weird sickness. I don't know if I have that. Like, some random sickness, so, like, it's just, like, taking melanin from my eyes for no reason. What also could be is, like, that I have a lack of B12 vitamins, which is like the meat. Because like over the last year with my ex-girlfriend when I lived with her, I obviously never ate meat. But I also didn't take any subsidies like she did, which maybe could have led to an issue. Which is why I want to go to the doctor and just like check. What my cousin actually found out, because maybe we can also see that. It's not as noticeable, but my eyebrow is also turning white. You can see like a few white strands of hair there. My cousin had the theory that I maybe have like the same sickness that Michael Jackson has. Like, I forgot its name. Like the white patches you get on your skin. And obviously white people can also get that. But you see it less. And what he thought is maybe that I got a patch on my eye and on my eyebrow that is turning these places white. Because actually if you get a patch on a place where hair grows, the hairs also turn white. Oh my god, man, you must have the worst iron deficiencies. I don't know. I don't know if I have like the worst... A vitiligo was a sickness, yes. What is thyroids? What is a thyroid issue? I have no idea what thyroid issues are. The thing is, I haven't like not eaten any meat over the last year, obviously. Like when we go eating out, I always eat like, when we go to an Italian, I'm still eating like salami pizza or like lasagna with meat, or like at my parents' house, I'm always eating meat. I just didn't like eat meat while we were at home, so I ate a lot less than normally. So, that's why I want to go to the doctor, just to like find out what the fuck is this, because I'm feeling alright. I'm actually feeling like more healthy than in a long time. Thyroids are little glands that are part of the immune system. In Blur interview. Yeah, this is my interview now. Oh, by the way, wait. Yeah, like I said, it's just like I don't know what's going on. That's why I want to like just check if there's anything I can do. If it's literally just, maybe you should eat like a little bit more leverkas semel in the future, that's like a solution, I don't know. Or like, here's some fucking pills that you can take to like make the problem go away. Although I want to say, I wouldn't want to like have only these few white hairs, I would like it if at least the entire eye turns white. Or I need to start wearing eyelash, like, how is it like fucking the things that women use to like make their eyelashes longer, like not eyeliner, but like the, in German it's called Wimperntusche. I'm pretty sure it's not called eyelash ink in English. So yeah, I wouldn't want to like have to like constantly like paint my eyelashes to like make them not look that weird anymore. Anyone remember that we played a video game? Honestly, one eye fully gray white would go kinda hard. It would go hard. A mascara, yeah, mascara, thank you. One eye would go very hard if I also had heterochromia. Meaning, like, if both of my eyes had, like, a different eye color. Like, imagine, like, one eye is brown, one eye is blue, and then also, like, the eyelashes are different colors. That will go so hard. Blur Q&A unprompted. I mean, nobody watched my Q&A video that I did, so maybe you are more interested when it's live. I don't know. Eyelash extensions, yeah, I wouldn't recommend those. They make you very prone to eye infections. I don't want to do that anyway, so don't worry. So, where were we left? So he's taken over the trade well. Like a fly to a honey trap, though I wish he'd focus more on the craft and less on tossing his money away on dice. Does he play D&D as well? You have a partial heterochromia? Like, half of your eyes? I heard that's a thing, but I never saw it. You could wear a color contact in one eye. That sounds uncomfortable, to be honest. Insert beautiful cat with homophobia meme here. Yep, Skip, you are right. I love these images. Oh, your cat is homophobic! Oh, that is interesting. Pale gray and pale green. Now I want to see your eyes. Thank you for that, Alec. Okay. The luck always done right by me. Course there's ain't no stopping old age entirely. At least there shouldn't be. Is Diedrich still afraid of falling into the canal? How's the city been? So does Diedrich have any romantic prospects? Goodness, I hope so. I'm not going to live forever, and the boy's not getting any younger, is he? Someone's got to make sure he eats and wakes up and gets to work. What about the sweet Sophia girl, eh? Seems the two of them can't stop chatting. Dietrich's cheeks flushed crimson at the mention of Sophia, and he looked at his feet. Oh, well, we're just chatting, you know. It's nothing, just chatting. Sybil offered me a cheeky wink. I steered the conversation away from small talk and towards alchemical ingredients. So you know where to get the more peculiar ingredients? Aye, I do, but what interest do you have in those, lad? There's something about my father's death that doesn't sit well. Well, boy, I do not expect a parent's death to ever sit well. Or a child's, for that matter. I found her second comment odd, not being sure what she referred to. Dietrich looked away from his grandmother, no doubt pulled in some reminiscence of his own parents' premature departure from our world. But do you suspect foul play? Or, if you'll pardon my bluntness, any overindulgence or of some herb? I cannot say, but the speed of his burial and the tenor of those I have spoken to since, I believe there is more going on. But if those are your reasons, what is it you're looking for? I want to learn more about Devil's Wood. Goodness, child, what possible reason do you have to play with that accursed plant? And where did you learn of something so macabre? Oh shit, outsiders and workers' trust decreased. It is true that the bark of a tree is powerful, that some poisons use it as a reagent, but it is a dangerous and fickle substance. Any recipe that includes it is best left to the experts, or even better to not one at all. Quite a sinister name as well. I hope you will drop it, this inquiry. The thought alone rattles me. Only fools like the Shroud are reckless enough to make use of Devil's Wood in whatever strange rituals they perform. And you can guess how well it served them, given how the Shroud are left. Do you know where I can find the Shroud? Goodness, no! What's become of you, child? She glared at me quite sternly, not her usual demeanor. You returned from several years abroad, and this is the company you hope to keep? You'd better sever joining the dockers in the gambling den. The old woman became more agitated now, and her hands began to tremble as she spoke about the strange cult which had once been such a nuisance to the barony. The shroud were truly horrible in their heyday. They committed all manner of sins in the name of a lich. Mystical powers has its temptations, but we must be sensible about these things. Yes, grandmother, yes, but you should not get so agitated. Blur is just curious. You know that's always been his nature. I did not mean to upset you. It is only the subject that upset me, dear. Perhaps it is best we left and allowed grandmother to calm her nerves. In any case, I must get to work while it is still morning. Can I bring you a soothing tea before we go? The one you showed me? Yes, darling, that would be wonderful, thank you. And I do hope that we talk of nicer topics on the next visit, Blur. Well, that didn't really lead us to anything. I should find Nikos. That was water all of a sudden. Most people live through the war. I mean, it happened in our lifetime, so I get why she's not really happy about it. Let's see. Let's just go to the dockyard then. Maybe we can find the forester there. There really has zero social tact? Hey, come on, I'm not that bad. Gerhard Orman.
Yes?
Ah, the young one Elstrick returns. What are you doing here? I heard you are part of the Golden Ones? It is not a secret that I am their representative in Marans. What of it? Who are the Golden Ones? We are the merchants of Rulston. We make this nation matter to the rest of the world through trade. My port is a large part of that. Goods headed for the Empire from the east must come treacherously overland, through harsh and vast Russia. Or they must come through this port. If only I could add more piers. Just you? Is no one else in the Golden Ones? The harbour master left out a great guffaw. And tell me, young man, who could possibly be capable? Do not tell me you have developed airs for going into competition against me. I dare say you do not have a medal. There is one. An apothecary named Bozina. His face twisted into a bitter frown. That contemptible woman, she has tried to petition the guild several times and is a thorn in the great vine of Marns. She is not a rival. She could not muster the efforts to gain any favor amongst my guildmates. Well. Doesn't this man owe our family a shitload of money? You're right.
Yes?
Can I tell someone about that? There it is. I came to discuss the debt you owe my father, the debt I have now inherited. He stopped glaring into his book, then stood tall to look at me. Imagine this from his perspective. I come in here, you're a golden one, right? That's kind of cool. I think there's somebody that could be better at it. Leave, come back. By the way, though! I hadn't seen it before, as he was stooped all the time I spoke with him. But now as he stretched out, I could see he was not a small man. He was old, yes, but he still had a powerful frame. He might even have worked the docks himself with such a physique. I felt uncomfortable. Oh my god. Gentry trust decrease -10. Lantern, if you say a fucking word. If you say a fucking word. I owed your father nothing, boy. And even if I had, I owe you less. Do you understand? Now whatever other business you may have had with me is complete. I don't wish to speak with you again.
Yes?
I have nothing else to discuss with you. Be gone. You think I pissed him off? You think I said something he doesn't like? Where was this tavern? We spoke of a tavern at the docks.
Out of my way. There's work to do.
Sorry. It really looks like our father has been doing a lot of shit. Is it a fish shop? Ah, there it is. Weimar's Tavern. It was locked. Oh no! I don't want to attack her! Jesus Christ, I want to talk to her! Okay, let's make it evening maybe. I forgot the name. Was it Gustav? Slumped in his seat, this man looked like any other ratty traveler spending the evening in the tavern. At least it was until his eyes fell on me. They were the eyes of a man used to applying violence to get what he wanted. A man who didn't trust easily, and in turn shouldn't be trusted. The sort of man whose business no proper noblesman should be interested in.
How can I help you, boy?
You seem like the sort of man who can help a man like me acquire certain things for the right price. The song is very cool in here. I don't know you, I don't trust you, so I guarantee the price will be whatever you can't afford, boy. The surely man seemed to get a thought just then, and took a moment to chew on like a piece of particularly grisly meat. On second thought, tell you what, do me a little favor and then maybe we'll talk. Depends on the favor. Nothing too onerous, your worship, promise. Now it just so happens a friend of mine is late, so I'm stuck here waiting for her, and can't go to picking up a package. Head on over to the general store by the east gate, pick it up, and come back. Simple enough, eh? No off of you. Did it get put in my journal? No. Huh. Just look around a little bit more. Is one of them maybe the guys? Oh shit, I just sat down with them? Okay. I approached 3 older gentlemen sharing a table. 2 of their number were loose. Comfortable clothing, those maintenance left must be desired. The 3rd more svelte and healthy looking. Good evening, gentlemen.
Indeed it is. But have we made your acquaintance?
We have not seen you here before. Are you just passing through?
After a fashion.
Allow us to first introduce ourselves. I am Channing, a native of the Barony of Mark. My colleagues are Leopold and Sherman, both formerly of the Prussian army.
Delighted to meet you, sir. And your name is?
I can lie? That's interesting. Let's just tell them the truth. What? Oh shit! Old man trust decreased by -25. My father wasn't as liked as I thought, was he? The old man visibly stiffened, and hearing my name, Sherman shakingly removed his glasses and cleaned them on a cloth which had appeared from his pocket.
So nice to meet you. Selig was a great man, of great service to the city.
And to the whole kingdom.
What would you like to discuss? Two opinions are unavailable due to a failed trust test. Oh, Jesus. You fellows must know a lot of its history. Have you traveled, taken us abroad? Do you know the docks well? We do indeed. Settled there, how many years ago was it? At least 9, I'd wager. Closer to 13, 1721, if I recall. Huh? Is that so? If you have any business at the docks, Gerhard, is remain to see. Yes, but be careful. That serpent has eyes for nothing but coin. He'd sell his own mother if there was a profit in it. Speaking of coin, might I trouble you fellows? Of course, good friend. Another round, barkeep. You fellows must know a lot of history. Now, just because we're old doesn't mean we're relics. Of course there were the wars. We saw the tide turn against Venice. We saw Aldous march his undead army across the kingdom. Just think of that. Just think of what that power could have given Ralston. Perhaps we should turn to other topics. I left the old man to the drinks. Didn't want to intrude all that much. Two striking young sailors sat at the table, a man and a woman. The smell of cheap ale punctuated their laughter and conversation. They turned heads, whatever, for their boisterousness, good looks, or perhaps both.
Remember that tiny barman in Ortona, eh, Vittoria?
No, you too. God, we have the same taste, don't we, Leo? Though he's a barmaid.
Had her too.
You didn't. I tried. Damn. Out of it again.
More ale, and quick about it. It's an emergency.
Leo, no. That's clearly no server.
Sure, I do not work here, but I can still fetch some for you. And I don't want to barkeep for them. The man sighed and put his hand down, looking long into his cup. The barkeep strode over, snatched the coins, and deposited a pair of pints. The expression on the barkeep's face said that this had been happening all evening.
Sweet ale. It's off, but it chases away the aches of a long stint at sea.
And it loosens tongues as well as bets, if you get me.
Is that how you got that barmaid?
A tale I will be happy to tell.
Should we just let him tell the tale about the barmaid? I'm kinda scared that he's just making you drunk. Enjoy your ale, I guess. There's more places down there. Looks like there's also some private quarters. The young woman was wearing a rather fetching tricorn hat and not much else. She didn't acknowledge me. Hello? I'm sorry, my lord, but you'll have to speak to Iona if you wish to spend time with me. It's not like that. It's just a simple question. Sorry. Ha! Looks like this tavern also has services for prostitutes. Where even is Yoda? Rama stood behind the bar, tending to the glasses with a staccato efficiency. Might as well use some fine wines. I'm trying to raise funds for my household. Wine? Do you see any wine connoisseurs around here? Never do I, sorry. Okay, was worth a try. Do you know much about the fish guards? Look, boy, don't go around asking dangerous questions in places with many eyes and ears, and neither should you. Okay, thank you. So the fucking forester wasn't there, and I wasn't even able to talk about him. He also isn't, like, listed in my markings. Huh. Oh, there's a cat. Hello, little one. I can't pet it. Oh, it's a graveyard again. Maybe it has to be later at night? And then there's other people, maybe? No, now the bar is locked. Miss Hayden's house again. Can I go out the north gate?
Yes, what?
I wish to go outside the city walls.
Very well.
I seek some hired protection for a short journey into the northern forest. We are not allowed to take such work. You should talk to the forester, Svit. None know the forest better than he. Thank you. Svit was the name. Wait a second. With the Northern Gate Tavern? It's a big tavern. Let's go to the Docks Tavern again. I think I saw somebody named Svit. I guess I just like didn't talk to them enough. There, Svit. I was stared down by a young, sullen-looking man, perhaps 2 years my junior. Good evening, sir. I am Rice from Blur van Elstrick. I know who you are. He ignored my outstretched hand. And you are? Svit. I know you, friend. Younger than me and in the orphanage before I left for my schooling. Aye. Stress increased. Finally! Not decreasing! As a forester, you must be an expert. Have you heard of something called Devil's Wood? They say you are my half-brother? He grinned sarcastically at my choice of words. Zelix bastard, eh? I know my place, but I wish you noble types were more honest about it. Ah shit, decreased by 3, fuck. His sarcastic demeanor reminded me suddenly of my father before he flew into one of his fits of anger. He performed an elaborate mock bow. I will never acknowledge you. If you are my brother, then I will gladly call you so. Thank you, brother. Ah. Very direct guy, I have to admit. If you see his responses. He liked that. Switch does increase by +8. As a forester, you must be an expert. Have you heard of something called Devil's Wood? He eyed me suspiciously. I have. A mystical tree which seems different every time you look at it. Do you know where it can be found? I know a place. A clearing deep in the northern forest. It's always dense with a strange fog, which makes you drowsy, not safe. Tell me about the forest. He paused for a moment, thoughtfully. A wondrous place, Guff. The ancient places in it are not understood by most men. I like to keep to myself, so it suits me to work there anyway. Although it's best to keep your wits about you when you're outside the city walls. Will you take me to the place where Devil's Wood grows? Like I say, it's not safe. Certainly not safe for a pampered noble like you, anyway. I hear you're an academic. Not much use of a tight spot, I guess. So I can spend a skill point to persuade him, or I can spend 0 skill points to offer to pay him. Let's just persuade him and have enough skill points now. I would like to get to know you, and this substance is important for my research. I suppose it would be nice to spend the time, and you'll probably get killed without guidance. Trust increased by +10. We did it. I am social now. You will have to tell me about your research sometime. So you will show me the place? Aye, meet me at the north gate in the morning, and make sure to bring a weapon. Maybe bring a friend or two too. Academic or a book, or whatever your academics protect yourselves with. Ah, you just said that because I'm an academic. Yeah. He grinned broadly, pleased with his joke. Perhaps I should find or pay some other person to accompany me in case of attack. And no more to ask for now. Half brother is still a brother, you are right with that one. Let's see, how much money do I actually have? Can I see my money somewhere? Is it on my character sheet? I have 10 gold. I do have a weapon. A few though. This wasn't a social success, this was a nepotism success. Fuck you, Skip, I'm doing my best here. Don't steal away the few successes I have in life. Huh. Who could we take with us? We could ask our friend Diedrich if he maybe wants to like follow us. Zandros Moser?
Alright, mate. Spare us a coin, will ya?
Why not?
I am so grateful. Thank you, sir.
Definitely gonna help me with my money issues though. Let's look at Garnet's Tavern if there's anybody I can recruit. Diedrich is here, of course.
Hello.
Pull up a stool, Blur. Will you accompany me to a short trip into the northern forest? Oh, blur, I cannot. It is not safe. Perhaps you could ask someone stronger than me? Ah. Wait. In the other tavern. Svit has agreed to meet me at the north gate. Take the guard lady to the Curse Chaser first date. That would be hilarious. What I could do was about this package. Let's go to the dog's tavern again. It didn't get tracked, which was kind of annoying. Let's
How can I help you, boy?
Yeah, I thought you wanted to get on my good side, but I don't see a package, boy, from the general store at the east gate. Okay, that's all I needed to know. General store at the east gate. The general goods. It's locked. I guess I have to... Let's talk to Bezina.
Welcome. Browse my wares if you see fit. And do not be afraid to ask if you need any help.
Amazing, Kirsty, that you had to give up give up drinking for the game. I'm so sorry to hear about your father's passing. Yeah, thank you. I need a package. You need being help find a bearing in your grief. Yeah. I'm here to pick up a Gustav's package. Of course, Lord Van Elstrick. Bezina places a sizable sack on the counter and began to tie it up. I could see a hint of what looked like clothes and other traveling supplies inside. Ah, and here's the bill. A price that was clearly unpaid, 10 crowns. Question of the bill. Assume Gustav already paid. I'm afraid not, dear. It took me a few days to get everything he needed, so we agreed he would pay when he picked it up. But we had not mentioned someone else would be fetching it, like a nobleman like yourself. Bezina seemed about to speak a little more, but bit in back and averted her eyes. Then she got obsessed about not spending money. Very fair! I pressed her about the subject. I would know your mind, Bezina. You seem concerned about something. I insist. It seems so odd. Why would Gustav ask someone to, such as yourself to perform such a simple errand? Especially when he knew the bill was unpaid. It might have been an oversight, but I fear it wasn't. I see. Thank you, Bezina. I tried to pretend that Gustav had already paid. The thing is, I don't have enough money. I'm literally missing one coin that I just gave to a beggar, so... I literally can't even pay. I tried to pretend that Gustav had said he would pay. Do you want to spend another skill point? You know what? Come on. We have enough points. Gustav has to leave town quickly. I'm sure you understand the nature of his business. He promised to pay you in his return. I see. Well, I suppose there is nothing for it. I'd rather he have what he needs. Thank you for helping that poor man. I thanked Bezina as he handed over the supplies and looked forward to fleecing Gustav for her coin. After all, why not get a little extra out of this? I mean, I could make money, yes, but I didn't have, like, the option to just leave. The options I had was to, like, leave and, like, confront Gustav about it. The academic career starts with less money? Ha! Interesting. Let's make it evening again. Hello, Gustav.
How can I help
You back
you,
with my
boy?
package, boy? I have it. Good, give it here. Let's just give it to him. With a second supplies on the tavern table with a dull thump, Gustav let out a stifled sound, but soon it erupted into cruel laughter. I had you pegged as a wide-eyed, naive little noble boy, but I honestly didn't think you'd fall for that. Oh my god, my trust decreased even further. I did what you asked, you piece of shit!
How can I help you, boy?
I feel betrayed! I mean, at least I didn't fucking spend money on it. I mean, at least. The only thing I can say now is I didn't spend fucking money. I thought I could like maybe recruit him, but I guess not. At least I didn't spend money on it. I made up a tale that is going to result in this guy having to pay her back with interest. So fuck him. Fuck him hard. Can I not talk to her? I guess not.
Good day.
Goodbye. He didn't trick me though. I didn't fall for it. I didn't spend money. I spent a skill point, which is arguably worse. Yeah, if once I learn how to curse people, he's gonna be the first one to die. I already talked to the tree man in the tavern. The only issue I have right now is I want to like recruit more people for it. I just need to like find people I can recruit. Can't talk with those. Slavomir. No! Oh god, not while all the gods are looking as well. I don't think I want to go into the forest all on my own. Because I can't summon can't like summon undead yet. Maybe I can talk to people at the Northern Gate Tavern. Damn, this is a lot more high value. Finn. The young serving woman bustled about, seemingly running the place alone. As I caught her eye, she stopped to greet me.
Hello, sir. It is always nice to see a new face in town. What can I get for you?
Might I sell you some fine wines? I'm trying to raise funds for my household. My brother Varev has contract from one already. Some friends of his supplies it by the barrel. You could ask Varev, I suppose. Okay. Huh. Doesn't look like there are people I can recruit, to be honest. So this one guy. Handsome man with a sad eye sat at the table and drank from a finely carved wooden tankard. He wore thin, well-tailored linens and an orange silk kerchief tied around his neck.
Ah, good evening, is it not? This place, it is lovely, but loneliness is also here. Sit with me and chase away the shadows. I am Yavad from Tabriz.
This place does not seem so lonely to me. Javad, Javad, how do you say his name? Javad?
I am Yavad of Tabriz.
Yavad. Yavad bowed his head and took a sip. His eyes caught the candlelight as he looked around the room.
Everywhere I see her, my Hina. We had long memories here. This table, the bar, the stairs. There was nowhere she did not fill my sights with her beauty.
He smiled and looked on, as if seeing someone enter the room. But his eyes settled on the empty seat next to him, and his smile faded.
The delights have gone, Hina with them. But let us not talk of it. You are, I think, Master Van Elstrick's child. I saw as you arrived, and the others. They talk of you when I take the orders.
Fuck! What is going on with me today? Fuck. Okay. Everything's good. Everything's good. I spilled over my water. I just need to check if everything's okay. Okay, nothing's wet here. Okay, the fire lighter is wet now. Very good. Is it still working? Yeah. Shit. The letter of my bank that was still on my table is now completely drenched. Fuck. The glue is still good. Same with this. Shit, my... oh no. Ah, fuck. Is water under there? I'm not sure if this is wet or not. Ah, this is bad. This is very bad. I'm glad the glass was almost empty. I'm very glad the glass was almost empty, because this could have gone way worse. Oh my lord. Okay. Let me just check everything. Oh yeah, I'm very happy it wasn't the code. That was closed. Just 1 second. I was just kind of terrified. Not really because like the letter was like solid, because who the fuck cares. The issue is more... I sprinkled water on the Leviathan box that is standing on my desk here. I hope nothing is too wet there. Yeah, it seems fine. The Leviathan box is greatly unharmed. The bigger issue... I'm just gonna... 1 second, I'm just gonna switch the cam back. Okay, you can't see it. This is where my water... like, this is where the glass stand. Where my hand is right now. Here is the power socket my PC is plugged in. It is completely drenched in water. I just need to like... oh my god, everything's wet now. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. This is very bad. Oh, it got fucking everywhere! Oh! Oh! Oh god. End stream, you need to dread it and dry it out. It might be better to unplug everything. Oh god, this is so bad. It's hard to see. You should probably unplug the setup before a short circuit can happen here. Let me just... for the love of fluff, don't risk it. Is it that bad? Oh god, it's full of water. Okay, fuck! Oh, this is so bad! Okay, let me just end this conversation then. Good evening. Okay, okay. I'm gonna check the situation, how bad it actually is, like if there's water in the sockets or just around it. And then we're gonna hopefully see ourselves later, because we just streamed for like 2 hours and 40 minutes. I want to stream more, so maybe I'm gonna be back later. See you in a minute. I'm gonna see what happened.